Episode 3. We're back. Mac,
Numero Trace. We're here
looking
again.
forward
Yep.
after an eventful weekend in New York,
Very eventful.
which we don't have
Eventful
to get into
weekend
the
in New York.
details.
No.
We don't have to get into those details.
Here to wrap up our season in the
hmm
physical league. You know,
Look into the
we're
off
gonna
season.
we're gonna break down Stanley Cup Finals, some off season noise, and we're gonna get an inside scoop of what the inside of that Stanley Cup winning locker room looked like. So let's jump right
Yeah,
into it. You'd like to kick it off?
yeah. Let's talk about the pressing matter at hand that you probably brought up. I don't know, every 2 hours last weekend. Let's talk about Larkin. Give the
Oh,
fans your take.
I don't even really like saying his name anymore. The embodiment of a quitter and a coward. A man who has failed his city year after year when it matters most, comes out and says, "You know what? This is too hard." He literally is saying, "This is too hard for me. I'm not good enough. I'm not a good enough leader. I quit." And then he has the audacity to name three powerhouse teams who are winning all the cups or are competing for all these cups and have zero assets to return. So he's essentially just fucking his team. He signed an 8-year contract. He's contractually obligated to play hockey for the Red Wings for 8 years. And now he's using his no move clause, which was given to protect him from being traded, saying, "Hey, listen, Dylan, you're a valued member of our organization. We want you to be assured that you're not going to go anywhere. We're not going to pull the rug out from under you, even if you get hurt and if you don't come to form, we're not going to trade you." He's now flipping that against his hometown boyhood team and saying, "Hey, I'm picking these three teams, and you guys are going to get fucked because none of them have any assets. And I'm a quitter. He's a fucking coward. Dylan, you can go rot in fucking hell.
And he's ugly,
He's ugly as shit. He's
probably
got
smelly.
terrible. He's got a huge nose. His wife's a rocket, but that's neither here
Puck
nor there.
buddies. Puck buddy.
Oh
What are you gonna
God,
do?
the
What are
best.
you gonna do? Anyways, I think you're a sour Red Wings fan. I'm putting myself in Dylan's shoes, and I think he's given the when was he drafted? How long has he been on the team? What was it? A decade?
10 years.
10, bro. 10 years. When he was drafted when he was 18. Was he 29 now or something?
29.
About 29. Dude, you put yourself in that guy's shoes. He wants to win a cup. He
He's
gave
in a
Detroit
rebuild.
10.
It's a
Bro,
rebuild.
you guys have been rebuilding for 10 years. It's
Yeah, because
enough.
it's
It's
clearly
over.
okay. Well, this is 3 years now where we've been that close to the playoffs, and he hasn't elevated his game at all.
Dude,
He
let me
hasn't
ask you a
elevated his
question.
game.
Let me ask you a question. Does this close to making the playoffs matter in the grand scheme of things? 3 years in a
When
row?
the average player on your team is 24 years or younger, and they literally all get better every single year, and it's something that takes time. Yeah, it does matter because unless every single rookie and young guy on the team, Sider, Raymond, Finney, unless all these guys are regressing at 22 years old and 23 years old, yeah, it does make a difference because that means you're making progress. We had more wins than the Stanley Cup runner-up, more wins than them. We held a playoff spot for 90% of the season, and then the leader
Yeah, but
of
you
the
didn't get
team.
in.
There's
So
clearly
who cares?
because there's clearly a locker room culture issue, and as the leader of the team, that falls on Larkin, and now he's going. You know what? I think I'm just gonna quit. So he's a fucking pussy. This is gonna be the best thing that could have happened to us because clearly the leadership on the team isn't preparing these guys for the dog days of the season when
Yeah.
every single point matters and every game feels like a playoff game and it's the hardest game of your life every single night. Clearly, we're not tough enough mentally, mostly, and he's the captain. That reflects on him. So
I'm
I'm glad he's getting him out of there. But by him giving that 3 team trade list, he's a coward. And I think
yeah,
Eisman should make him sit his ass in the fucking press box
the
for an
press
entire
box.
season. He should be sitting in a press. He should say, "Hey, buddy, you have 5 years left on your contract. You're coming to camp, and then I'm making you sit in the press box. Strip the C off his chest." I mean, listen, Team USA guy here, but the whole Team USA butt buddy thing is out of control. I mean,
Out of
like
control.
all these guys just saying,
I've been saying
I
that.
want to play here. Like it's not how the league is supposed to be.
Yeah,
Like
I
at the
agree
end of the
with
day,
you.
it's not an individual league. It's a team sport, and it's just selfish on all of them. It's
Yeah,
selfish.
I agree with you with the with it being fucked because of three teams. Like that is, it's like obviously we know why he chose those three teams because all of his boys. I want to play with Ike's. I
Yeah,
want to play
all
with
his homies,
Bolts.
and I just want to go.
The
I want
best,
I
the
want to take the
best.
I want to go straight to the top.
Yeah,
I want to take an
no,
elevator straight to the top.
I get that, but also at the same time, like he's past his prime. You guys are not
He's not past
progressing.
this.
You
He's in his
just
prime,
named, dude. You named
bro.
Casper, bro.
We're
He
not
couldn't even
okay.
break 20 points.
We're
He
not progressing.
sucks.
We're not
I
progressing.
don't think you are, bro. You gave away your
Five
first pick
straight
for Justin
years,
Falk.
we've gotten more points. All three last 3 years, we get no more points every single year, and
I
we missed the
know.
playoffs by fucking that much. Like we
I
are getting better
know.
every year. It was
I
we had one bad month of hockey. But how are you going to say we're not getting better when we had one bad month of hockey? The last 5 seasons, the points that I don't even know how many points we finished, 90 something, 92 or
But
91
it's
or
not
whatever it was,
about
gets
points.
you
It's
in the
about I
playoffs.
know, but it's not
Like
about how many points you get. It's
this is
about
just an
relative, bro.
unfortunate season where we're in the probably the best conference that has ever been in the NHL. The Atlantic is fucking ridiculous. Like if we had the same amount of points last year, we're in. And then we would have gotten free agents, and then Dylan would have been happy. And like it's all different. Like if he literally if he came out and gave an ultimatum and said, "Listen, I can't take this anymore. I'm giving this one more season, and if Iserman doesn't step up and make a splash trade in the offseason and get us over the hump, and I mean, you can put it on Iserman, but this is just as much on Larkin and the team. If he said, listen, we fell short, we choked again, I'm giving this one more season, and if the same thing happens, I would get it. But like, how are you going to give up when you have statistically the best season of the entire rebuild? Like we just had a seventh round rookie come in and put up 35 points and play top line minutes. Like, yeah,
I
Casper didn't
I
break
don't think
20. It's the sophomore slump, bro.
bro,
He had a great rookie season. The sophomore
dude.
slump is real. You don't have
Dude,
to believe it.
I don't think it moves.
Everyone,
I don't think it's not moving the needle for Larkin, bro. He was just at the Olympics. He tasted victory. You give 10 years to a team, and let's be honest, bro. Detroit's not winning a cup anytime soon. Like no chance, bro. You saw how good these teams are in the playoffs. Like
I
to
mean,
see
we're
Montreal
just
get dogged like that to fucking Carolina.
I
You
mean,
see
you know,
how good they are.
I would love to have Slavkovsky on our team, but guess what? We've never had a fucking ounce of lottery luck in
Dude,
an
we're not going into that. We're
7 year
not going
rebuild.
into
Not a
that.
fucking
We're,
ounce of
dude,
lottery luck.
all right,
43 points fell from 1 to 4,
all
bro.
right.
We get fucking hoed. We're on the way up, and he just fucking the captain jumped ship. He's a fucking coward.
I
Fuck you,
jump
Dylan
ship
Larkin.
too. If I was
Yeah,
Dylan, I would jump ship too.
yeah. That's why you're not in the
I wouldn't
fucking.
have.
That's why you're not in the fucking show, buddy. That's why you've never
Well,
worn the C on your chest.
I actually, yeah, I never wore the C on my chest.
Exactly.
But I'm not on the show for plenty of reasons. That's one of them though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I jump ship so hard. But I wouldn't choose three teams. But still, bro, like he wants to win, bro. I understand.
Dude,
Gave 10 years.
so
He wants to win.
I mean, it's
I
just
want to go somewhere else too.
he's just throwing away. He's a city icon. He born in
He's not a
Michigan,
city
went to
icon.
Michigan,
Bro,
played for his
Owen,
hometown
he
team
played the playoffs once in his life. How can you be an icon only bring your team to the playoffs
because
once?
he's our captain and he's been with us through thick and thin.
Bro,
And he
it
was
doesn't.
supposed to lead us to the promised land, and now he's fucking dead to us, and he's gonna get booed
All
in the
right,
city of Detroit for the rest of his career. He should never show his face in the state of Michigan ever again.
all right. You know what? I'm not going to change your mind. I think you're wrong. But speaking of captains who jump ship, I mean, arguably it's even worse for Brady Kachuk because his team made it to the playoffs 2 years in a row. And it's so funny because ever since they started their podcast, Wingmen, we always said how Brady sounds like he fucking hates Ottawa.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
I
I
think
would hate
it's
Ottawa
hilarious
too.
that he left. Yeah, I'd hate it too.
Yeah, the Kachuk situation is not worse than Larkin though.
I mean, they made the playoffs twice, and I think they're actually in a better place than Detroit is.
Yeah,
But
but
I
he's
do
not fucking
understand
his
him leaving.
team. He's not fucking his team harder than Larkin is fucking us.
I mean, they got a bunch of first round picks for him. I guess, but like, what do you think his list was? I bet you his list was the same
Yeah,
shit.
but he didn't make his list public to the media. So
No, no, they did it under wraps.
he
Yeah,
allowed his GM to have leverage in the
yeah.
situation, whereas Larkin leaked the list, which is fucking insane.
Wait, what do you mean you
Also,
leaked the list?
bro, they put
Like I
the
know, but
list
like,
got
do you
out
think
there.
Larkin said like, "Yo,
Do you
do
think
this shit"?
Iserman? Do you think Iserman leaked the list? It was his
No, but
fucking agent, bro. His agent put it out there so that
so his
he
agent
would have
fucked up.
his yes, which is a reflection of him.
I
And
mean, I
also,
guess
Brady doesn't have 5 years left on his contract either.
he, dude, he has a lot of time left. I'm looking it
How
up.
much? I
I'm
think he
looking
has
it up
two
right now.
years left.
I'm gonna look it up. But like people complaining about Brady leaving. I think is
He
insane
signed in
because
2021, 7 year contract. He has 2 years left.
two
Lorcan has
years.
five.
I know, but dude, I think all right. We're not talking about Larkin anymore. It's
I
over.
hate him. I don't want to talk about him.
I know. We're not talking
I
about him.
hate him.
But I think it's pretty awesome that Kachuk is on the Panthers now. I think it's sick. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
it
growing up with
is.
your brother, like you guys, they
Yeah.
just had
Yeah. Another
kids.
thing,
Fire.
Brady was playing in Canada, bro.
He
You
doesn't
can't
want to
blame
be
him,
there.
dude. No, they booed his national anthem when he came home
Yeah,
after winning the,
yeah,
the Olympics.
yeah.
Brady,
That is
Brady,
fucking crazy.
Brady did not belong in Canada. The Bash
I'm hyped for him
Bros.
though. I'm hyped for him though. It's
Yeah,
sick.
I am too. The
I'm gonna
Bash
cop
Bros
you.
are united.
You've got Matthew's jersey. I'm gonna get
I do.
Brady's.
I do.
It's gonna be
I do.
sick. You
I'm
got
really
you got
good.
to go to some games though. Like
Oh,
now,
of
you really have to
course,
go to some games.
100%.
Now that you're
But
down there.
their question mark was goaltending, but made a trade. They made a little bit of a trade, bringing
Yeah,
back Jacob Markstrom. I believe I don't know if I know he played for them. I don't know if they drafted him, but he's being reunited in Florida. Is that the solution though? What
I'm,
is he going to get it done? I think he had an 8.83 save percentage.
yeah, but
Pretty terrible.
he was playing on probably the worst, like top five worst team in the NHL, maybe
I
even
mean that's
worse.
true. I mean goalies are
I
voodoo
think
though,
it's
so
sick.
all he's
I
got to do
mean,
is get hot.
yeah, exactly. Like if you look at the goalies that have won cups recently, like a lot of them are
Bussy,
obviously like one and dones, like Cinderella
yeah,
stories. Like Bussy,
yeah.
and then I meant when
Aiden
Vegas won it,
Hill,
Aiden Hill.
yeah.
When we won it, Matt Murray, he made it to the
Binnington.
AHL 2 years later. Yeah, I mean
Well, he's sung
Binnington's
around,
kind
but
of gotten fucked by his teams.
yeah,
Yeah, he's
he's
not
never
that
returned to
level.
that form.
It's not like Vasilevsky or Bobrovsky who are like actual
Oh
goats, like winning.
God.
So I think it's. I mean, dude, I think Florida's got to be the favorite to win it next year. I
Oh,
think.
100%.
I think they
100. All
have
they
to
gotta
be the
do,
favorite.
all they gotta do is stay healthy.
They have to stay healthy, which is the hardest part, as we
Yep.
know. As we
They
said
just
last episode when we were talking about that Colorado's going to steamroll everyone unless McKinnon or Makar got hurt. They both
yep.
get hurt and they get swept.
Yep. I think
It's
Torts had a
unbelievable.
voodoo doll of Makar and Nate in the locker room and he's just breaking the leg and twisting the arm and
Fucking
poking him and
stabbing it
stuff.
with pins.
Exactly. They heard us. I actually sent the link to Torts and said, "Hey, show the pod to the fellas." Me and Zebo had a great take. So I mean they did something to make our prediction come true
It
and
worked.
pushed them over the edge. I mean without McCarr and McKinnon, Colorado's still insane. Like they're still a
Yeah,
playoff team. But I mean
they're very well oiled.
well oiled.
Absolutely
But
well oiled.
without those two guys, I mean,
Yeah,
they really just didn't stand a chance.
those are two.
Playoff
Yeah,
Mitchie went
bro, those
crazy.
are you get two of the
St-
best three players in the world. It's tough to win
Stoner,
when you
Stoner,
Stoner's just reliable.
absolute
He's always in
legend.
front. Always in
Slow as
front.
hell, but just so smart. They got so many veteran pieces. But let's talk about the finals, the series.
Yeah. Sick.
Sick, great,
First four games were so sick.
loved it,
Loved them. Loved
loved
it.
it. Yeah,
Great
I will
hockey.
say though, I thought Vegas was gonna do it, man. I thought Carolina was
Yeah.
dead in the water.
After going up 2-0 for sure. I mean, it's
Yep.
really hard to lose a series like
I
that. But
mean, they were showing stats. I'm not going to be able to remember what
yeah.
it is, but it was something like teams that go up 2-0 or like 113 and
And two.
whatever. Yeah, exactly. Like I was like, oh, they're cooked. Mitchie's
Yeah.
gonna win Conn Smythe first season at Toronto, but Rod the Bod, those Hurricanes brought back from the dead. The goaltending was incredible. such a deep, I mean, just rolling four lines, like so,
Unreal.
so deep. The Young Bucks stepped up, and Vegas came out firing those first two games, and then they couldn't. Mitchie went invisible, and
Well, they just
they
shut them
just,
down. They smelled the blood in the water. They adjusted, and that was it. Done.
yeah,
Four in a row.
exactly.
It's fucking crazy.
Insane.
Dude, them in Florida, I think, are locks to be in the Eastern Conference Finals
Yeah,
next year.
yeah,
Locks, bro. Dude,
yeah.
the way that Carolina made Montreal look too. When Montreal was like being, they beat Tampa, which they probably shouldn't have. But like all,
Charmin soft.
yeah,
Charmin
way too
soft.
soft.
Way too
Way
soft.
too
They
soft.
don't have the nail guns that Carolina has. Speaking of nail guns, should we go nail guns of the series?
100%. I'm down.
All right. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'm going Bussy, bro. Coming
Oh,
coming in
great
down
pick.
2-0.
Yeah,
Bro, it's the definition of a fucking nail gun. And I think
I love
there's
it.
there's another one who's so obvious.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could you could take that one.
Logan Stankoven just I mean, under small guy
Unbelievable.
came in from
Pitbull.
Dallas, winger, moved him to center. Did
Yeah.
anyone think that guy was going to be able to anchor that second line in the Stanley Cup Finals? No. Him, Jackson Blake, and Taylor Hall. Just what a
So
line! Two
nasty.
young guns in the vet, just going off. And Stankoven and Blake have like two of the most insane contracts. Like I think Blake is like 5.5 for the next 8 years, and then
Yeah.
Stankoven is
Just a
also like
blessing in this era.
six by 8 or something like that. Like it's ridiculous. So I mean, that team is just locked up. Them in Florida are
Yeah.
just locked up for so long, and all Carolina has done in this offseason is add bringing in John
Yeah.
Carlson. Like, dude, that they're gonna be
That blue
scared
line's
into
insane, bro.
disgusting. Slavin and
Insane.
Carlson,
Yeah.
Miller, Chatfield, just gross,
Goss
dude.
despair. It's unbelievable.
Gross. Red Wings legend,
Yeah, he couldn't do shit for you boys.
dude. He had
Just where
55
hockey goes
points.
to die.
He had 55
Detroit.
points for us. Stevie Y wouldn't give him $4 million though. What fucking
I
idiot.
swear he had that one nice play where he like jumped to keep the
Jumped
puck
up and grabbed the
in.
puck.
Uh,
Oh,
that was nice.
perfect.
I think also honorable mention nail gun has to go to Braden McNabb for taking an 87-mile-an-hour
Ooh,
slapper right to the jaw,
dude,
and then coming up the
nails,
next game.
nails,
So I
dude.
can say
Like
it's insane. It's
that
insane.
would be the equivalent. Like I'm trying to think of like how that could happen in the NBA. That'd be like if someone threw like a can of Coke on the court and it hit LeBron in the head. He'd miss like a month. They'd be like, he has
Yeah,
a brain bleed and a contusion on his forehead.
and he's very upset and he's
Yeah,
sad. He's very sad. He can't
yeah.
play.
Brandon McNabb
Anyways,
wired up and he's back out there.
it's fucking sick. It was a great series. Next segment, we are going to bring on a very special guest to the pod. We will be right back. If I could figure out how to pause this shit.
Oh dear God.
Oh boy.
Sore
Oh,
loss, sore
I'll,
loss.
I'll edit this. I'll edit this. It's
Uh,
fine. Oh, fucking recording settings. It's terrible. How do I pause, bro?
I don't know, man.
Oh, I got it. I
It's
got it. I got
leaking.
it. I got it. Got it. Got it. All right. We are here with our second guest. She's very special. Maybe not as special as our first guest, Evan Bornstein. It's a hard
He's
bar to.
very special. Very
He's
special.
special in a lot of ways.
Special, yeah.
Um, but we are here with my girlfriend, Rachel Volcano, NHL aficionado and employee. Rach, you can say
Member of
whatever
the
you
show.
want. Member of the show, you can say whatever you want on this pod. Gary is not listening. Feel free to
You never know.
unleash.
I know what everyone is thinking right now. Yes, we have female listeners. This is not just for the guys. This is we recognize all genders on this podcast. Um,
Not just guys and girls too. There's a lot. There's
all
actually a
of
lot of
them.
genders.
All of them.
All of
All
them.
of them.
Whatever
So
whatever you are, you can listen to the Physical League and enjoy Owen and I impart our vast hockey wisdom upon you.
yes. Yeah. So all right.
Anyways, Rich, for the viewers who may not know you as well as I do, which is quite well, can you talk to us about how you first got into hockey? What made you want to join the NHL? Just kind of like your journey towards getting this job.
Sure. So I grew up a big sports fan and a big sports family. my brother was really into sports growing up, and he and my dad had a thing going on where they would just kind of become like a little clique and do their own sports thing, and I always felt left out. So therefore, I started to follow sports, football, hockey, baseball, all of it. But hockey was the one that really stuck with me. I was a big fan of playoff hockey. And when I met my boyfriend, Zane, he really got me into regular season hockey and showed me it could be just as exciting. Have always been a Rangers fan. I live in the city now. Hoping for the best this upcoming season hasn't been the most enjoyable ride so far. But yeah, I've always been interested in sports and hockey. I worked at Bleacher Report out of college, but I was kind of forced to do NBA most of the time when my heart was really in NHL. So yeah,
Terrible league. The worst
so once
league.
so once I got that job, I absolutely loved working in sports, but knew I wanted to narrow down on hockey. And that's how I came across this job. I'm a social media marketing manager, and I absolutely love it. I work with the rights holders, so ESPN, TNT, Sportsnet, and Prime. And I also work with Fanatics as well as all other external and internal partners. So, yeah,
Wow.
Fantastic.
thank you.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Owen, you got any questions?
I do. So, the fans, the listeners may not know this, but you were in the Stanley Cup winning locker room. That's correct, right?
Yes, I was.
And you were
So,
also at the Omnia nightclub afterwards, celebrating with the players and the cup. Is that correct?
That is correct. I was not with the team. I was not affiliated with the team. I went as a guest.
can you give us a little insight into the energy in that locker room
Yeah.
after winning the cup final?
The energy was immaculate. Um, you had the guys who really just showed that they wanted it so bad, like Hall, Stahl, like all of them just really like were doing the most in the locker room. Jarvis was walking around barefoot, they were popping champagne, they were going bananas and just having the best time. And it was really nice to see a group of guys just like letting loose because they were so locked in during the whole series, saying, I'm not sure what that judgmental face is, but yeah, it was insane energy. You just saw these guys who wanted it so bad, and it's finally coming to fruition for them. So yeah, it was unreal. And also, Rod Brind'Amour was insane, and when he was like
Legend.
taking off his shirt and just
Rod the
Dilf.
swinging it
bod.
around,
Dilf. Total
drinking out
dilf.
of the cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, drinking out of the cup. They all had their families there. Jarvis's boys from home were there. They're super fun.
Jarves boys.
Yeah, but they were all just going crazy, and it was the best energy ever. And it was very surreal to be in the room with them and help capture it for
Yeah.
sure.
That makes sense. It is the hardest trophy to win by
Yeah.
far.
Just
So
for the
it makes
viewers,
sense.
here's Rachel and an excited Jordan Martinook and the rest
Wow.
of the boys in the locker room. Pretty insane.
Yeah, pretty
Uh,
cool.
yeah, unreal. And actually, I was with Owen in Miami watching the UFC card, and I got a FaceTime call from Rach, and she's on the ice. She's just like with her phone, like FaceTiming me, all the players, like with the cup, celebrating, like unreal. What do you think, like, because I know you've been around the block in a lot of different sports, you saw different championships and such. Do you think that the Stanley Cup celebration is like miles ahead of what you've seen in the past? I just asked this question because like I just saw that we know the Knicks won. It's a big deal for us here in New York, even though I honestly don't really care about basketball. But you see them touch the trophy and they're kind of like, "Hey, we won! Like, let's
Yeah.
go!" And you see Stahl lift the cup, and he's like,
Oh,
"Yes!" So I was wondering, like, does that translate in person? Like, is that just like a thing when they get the cup, or like just describe that? Like, how does that go?
Yeah, no, they definitely worship it. Like it is literally
Great
like
word.
a god. It's
yeah.
like a prize, and like you said, it's definitely the hardest trophy to win in sports. And I think that translates extremely well into the moment where it's first lifted and when it's celebrated after the fact. And I'm sure Carolina, just the city is still going crazy. Obviously, we see in New York, we're still going crazy when it comes to the Knicks, but I think just like the energy when they first get the cup, it was actually funny. Like they right after everyone lifted the cup and all the families were coming onto the ice, they all just put it down, like just put the Stanley Cup down in the on the ice and were just like staring at it for a while. Like they're all had their arms
Insane.
around each other, just like
So sick.
staring at it. And that kind of just goes to show like they were in disbelief. And obviously it's a really long series, a really like hard fought journey up until that point. So
Grueling.
definitely a surreal moment for them. And then, I mean, just like following the Stanley Cup has its own social media account where it just like shows where it's going, like with each player, because each player like gets a day with the cup
It's
after it's
awesome.
done. So, and it's all over the place. It's on golf courses, it's in bars, it's on boats, it's all over the place. So,
It lives the life, eh?
yes, these players definitely worship this thing, and it definitely translates how much, this means to them for sure.
Awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a little fun question here. Who was the most hammered in the locker room, do you think? Follow-up question, how many total beers and champagne bottles do you think were consumed in that locker room?
The limit does not exist. Like there was so much beer and champagne in
Oh,
that locker room.
God.
It's really insane. Like when we were setting up the locker room, there was just tubs and tubs of beer. There was
Ima-
champagne bottles everywhere. Like it was insane. So that I wouldn't be able to put a number on it, but I would say Martinook and Jarvis were pretty hammered. I mean, he was
Yeah,
literally
the
walking around
boys.
barefoot in like a lake of beer, and it was disgusting. But it was such a good time. They were all just really enjoying the moment.
It's awesome.
Imagine they had more than beer and champagne and let the Canadian boys get their hands on some Crown Royal. How that would turn out
Jesus.
be fucking dangerous.
Yeah,
Dangerous. That's
insane.
sick, Rach. It's so awesome. We've got a little over 3.5 minutes left here. I also know you were just at the NHL draft, following around. No one else than Jay Beebs, the boy. Tell us about the draft. Tell us what you saw.
The draft was awesome. All the prospects are so nice. Like the insight I got from my coworkers who've been there for a while is that they're all so like talkative, outgoing, fun before they're drafted, and then like they kind of just go their professional ways, and it goes off from there. But they were really sweet. They had to go through a slew of different media stations, just like hours and hours of talking and being asked the same questions, and they all still kept like the same positive attitude. So it was really enjoyable to see. The energy was off the charts. I mean, McKenna obviously was a very popular guy during this time, but especially because Justin Bieber was there. There were a bunch of other celebrity pickers. It was just a really fun moment. All their families getting emotional. They had set up. I think this is one of the first years that they have had like the couch setups on the floor, kind
Mhm.
of like how they do in the NFL, where they can like just walk up on the stage.
I
And
like that a
Fanatics,
lot.
yeah, Fanatics was also there. They were doing like live jersey customization, so it's not like past years where they were just like slapping a sticker on a jersey. Like they were actually live stitching it, which was really cool. And yeah, it was an unbelievable environment. They were all like super grateful to go where they were going. There was also some like little surprises, like Chase Reed dropping a little bit more than he was supposed to. So it wasn't exactly like predictable, but it was just really fun to see where they were ending up, and they were all just really grateful.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
I really appreciated the video you sent me of Liam Ruck talking to Sid on the phone, tweaking
Yeah.
out,
Yeah,
tweaking
that
out. I
was
mean,
that was
I'd be tweaking.
before we even knew that Marcus got drafted there as well. So it was definitely I wish I was there the second day where I could see the moment that like they realized they were going to the same team, which was
Yeah,
really cool. But
so sick,
yeah.
so great. And real quick, last question, because we're a big predicting podcast. We like to predict things, and we're usually right. As
Yeah.
you check the prior two episodes. Give me your prediction for the Rangers next season. your favorite team. Newly acquired Pavel Dorofeyev. You got
Yeah.
a minute.
I like the move. I like that move.
I like
I
it a
like
lot too.
I like Dorofeyev. I think him and Mika and Fox on the power play are gonna be really good. I'm like happy with that move. I think we could do some other things. I think we could get rid of Schneider. I don't know. I think we're gonna be good. I just think Drury needs to get on it a little bit. But I like where we're headed, and I'm excited for next season for sure.
Drury
Yeah.
needs rebuild tips. Tell him to just stay as far away from fucking
Yeah.
Steve Yzerman as possible. So
Don't
you're
even
not
be in
gonna
the
find any
same
answers in
state as him.
Detroit. Not gonna
Yeah.
find any answers in Detroit.
Anyways, Rach, thanks so much for coming. You were
Thanks for coming
definitely
on.
you were a much better guest than Evan Bornstein.
No.
Way better, way better.
You're less drunk.
Uh,
You're less,
less
drunk than he
drunk.
was.
Way less drunk. Anyways, thank you guys for watching episode
Yep.
3. We'll see you next time on the Physical League.